Hello. So this is week 7, I think. Pretty sure 5, 6, 7. And I got to go to the. I'm going to walk and talk. I got to go to the endocrinologist today, and she's been really busy and hard to get into. And it was a really good visit. So my scale's off a little bit, and she did all the measurements. She has the scale that you hold the thing up, and it does your body weight, and it does your muscle mass, and all these different measurements. And she said that I've lost 15 pounds. So in a month and a half, so maybe it's 6 weeks, doggone. So I started on the 16th of December, and we're on the 28th of, so almost 6 weeks, 28th of January. And my scale had showed that I lost 12 pounds, and I was fine with that. And so when she said I lost 15, I was like, yeah, I said, that's awesome. And as far as the Ozempic goes, she asked me all about what kind of side effects are you having, and I told her I'm really not having much of anything. I did have a day on last Saturday where I was super sick to my stomach, stay in bed, kind of sick to my stomach. And I don't know if it was the Ozempic or if I just had a 24-hour bug. So, but anyways, I told her, I said, it's really going well, and I'm not really having much in the way of side effects. And so then she said, well, we're going to keep you where you are. And so that's at 0.5 once a week. And that's good because when I go up to 1.0, that means you're taking in more in that syringe that you're putting in your stomach, and I'd be going through the medicine twice as quick. So if I can get good results and stay at 0.5, I'm all over that. And she said my muscle mass is good. I said I can't tell that I've lost weight. It's really sad that I can't tell I've lost 15 pounds. But she said that my muscle mass is good, and which is good because I haven't been doing much weight training, and I really, really want to do the weight training. There's something called Ozempic Face, and I'm not familiar with it. She's like, you haven't heard of that? And I said no, and it's when you get a very gaunt looking face and almost like hollow spots and black under your eyes and all. I don't want that. And so I want to make sure I'm eating the right things and drinking enough water. She really stressed drinking the water. So that's been an issue for me. I'm trying really, drinking water in general has always been an issue for me. And I try really hard to drink enough water because that keeps things moving. And sounds like a cool bird out here. And so I'm going to try to drink more water to keep things moving. And that's always been an issue for me. I don't like to drink it. Water, I just don't. And they have a really good drink here called, it's spelled like Jamaica, but it's Jamaica, and it's made from hibiscus leaves and or the flowers, and it's really good. And I don't put any sweetener in it. I use just a stevia sweetener, and you just boil it, add your leaves, and then let it sit for a little bit, and then strain it, and that's it. And I really like it, and I added some ginger to it. So that's going to be my go-to to help me stay hydrated. And what else? What's really, really good is, so the Ozempic, I've said before, is meant as a type 2 diabetes medicine. And the blood work I had, we discussed it, and she said, your numbers are already looking really great. So the medicine that I'm taking, and along with the Ozempic, is decreasing my insulin problems. They're not like they were. And I learned that even though I've been diagnosed with type 2 diabetes, which I hate even saying, is that it can be fixed and it is more than likely due to too much weight on me. And once I drop that weight, then I'll be able to have my numbers in control. And she said when you run into problems is when you can't lose the weight, you don't make the changes you're supposed to, and eventually someday you go on insulin, and that's, she said, that's the path of no return. So the goal, the big time goal, is to get healthy and get back where I was, and not have the type 2 diabetes. So I feel very positive and optimistic about all this, and the journey's been a good one so far. I'm still really wanting to meet with a nutritionist because, and maybe Google can help me more. I told her today, I said, I need a nutritionist. I can't get an appointment with one here. And so I'm still trying that. And I said, I want to know exactly how many carbohydrates I should have a day, and exactly how much protein I should have a day, and not so much to follow that to a T, but to be able to keep in mind, I can look at something and say, oh, that's, 25 carbs. Is it really worth it? No. And so I can't wait to meet with a nutritionist. That's my next step. I'm not going to see my endocrinologist for another month now. She said I will be seeing her every month. And the cool thing about Ecuador is it's $25. No, it's $50 to see the endocrinologist, and I get reimbursed on my insurance 80% of that. And not bad. And so I'm in this mode, this New Year's mode of trying to improve my body and my health. And I'm actually going, let's see, that light just came on. I'm going tomorrow to get an x-ray and a bone density test of my back. My mom is 90 and she's having some major back problems, and I want to make sure that I don't have that. It's genetic. And regardless of whether or not I do, I have got to strengthen my core. And so that's my goal, is to strengthen my back and core. And I was on the, what's that called? The, God, I lost it. Rowing machine yesterday, and my back's sore today. So that's a sign to me that I need to do it more regularly and consistently. So I'm excited. For some reason, 15 pounds sounds good, and developing good habits sounds good. So on to next week, and the goal is to be healthy. Be healthy, and create healthy habits that will last a lifetime and keep me. They call this the third generation of life, the third phase of life. Don't like that, but I want it to be a healthy one. And I'm very grateful there's something out there that can help me with this, and that I can get the type 2 diabetes under control and have a long and prosperous life. Whatever. All right, until next time. Ciao, ciao.